the 61st pick in the 2013 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers took Alabama running back Eddie Lacy, and what a rookie season he would have. Over 1,400 total yards, 11 touchdowns, and a fantasy owner's dream. Hello, Shae Peppler here inside our Campus Insider studios. And with the 2014 NFL Draft in the books, let's welcome in Evan Tarracciano, fantasy sports writer for RotoExperts.com. And Evan, looking at this draft class as a whole, which position will have the most fantasy football success, do you think?
I think without question, it's the wide receiver position. Going into the draft, it was really viewed as one of the deeper drafts in several years at the wide receiver position. And a lot of these folks did land on teams that I think that they're going to benefit from right away. Mike Evans, as an example, with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I think is going to have an immediate fantasy impact. And other teams like Buffalo traded up to get Sammy Watkins, so you know that they're really going to want to use him heavily in their offense.
Outside of the receiver position, Evan, is there a later round pick that is a hidden gem, do you think, in this class?
I think Jason Morrow, the tight end that was drafted by the Jets, is a person certainly to keep some eye on. He's a bigger, physical guy that in college was going to be used in a very similar way to what I think the Jets will use him as, a Jimmy Graham type. When lines up outside the lines quite a bit. More as a wide receiver. He's a pass catcher, not really going to be all that much of an inline blocker. And I think he's actually going to catch a lot more balls utilized than more than people think in the beginning.
What about an immediate impact player that fantasy owners could benefit from, Evan?
Again, going back to it, I think that Mike Evans, the wide receiver that was taken by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, is going to be somebody that you can focus on right away. They try to recreate what they call the Towers of Power, these two 6'5" wide receivers, him complementing Vincent Jackson. It would surprise me if he didn't catch around 10 touchdowns this season, which I think would be phenomenal for a rookie.
All right, another receiver. I haven't heard you mention a quarterback or a running back as far as having a fantasy impact. Why is that?
I think that there really weren't all that many blue chip prospects when it came to those two positions. There was a lot more developmental or depth guys at those two spots. There is a Blake Bortles, and I certainly think that he's going to get a chance right away to start for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They did take some surrounding pieces to help him out there. For the running back position, Bishop Sankey of the Tennessee Titans is probably the only person that I think will get the job right away. All the rest of the running backs that were taken are more scat backs or third down backs, so they're going to be kind of using the side role.
All right, looking forward to those fantasy drafts. Evan, thanks so much for the insight.
My pleasure.
And be sure to keep checking Campus Insiders for more surrounding the NFL Draft, including who were the winners and losers. Pete Futek and Doug Chapman break it all down right here on CampusInsiders.com.